Hello everybody, Beard Reads Books here, and in today's video I'm going to be reviewing A Kestrel for Knave by Barry Hines. This story, it's set up in the north of England, I think like around the Yorkshire area in the late 1960s, and it's all about a young lad. He's coming towards the end of like his school life, and he hasn't got many sort of hobbies or interests or anything like that. But what he has done is this story's a bit about how he's find this kestrel, and he's taken this kestrel home with him, like a young baby kestrel, and he's training it up and all the rest. And it's basically a snapshot of a day in the life of this young lad, sort of Billy Casper, and it kind of just sort of follows through with sort of when like his school life and sort of how he's treated at school, how he's treated by his family. He's a young lad, he doesn't want to go down the pits, but he's not sure what he does want to do and all the rest. And it just basically sort of follows the day in the life of him. Reading through it, I found it as a bit of a plodder of a story. What I mean by that is not a massive amount actually happens in the story. There's not a massive amount of action or anything like that. It just kind of plods along. So now that kind of story might not appeal to a lot of people, but I mean, I kind of enjoyed it. I wouldn't say it was one of the greatest story books I've ever read, but I found a certain charm to it. Just sort of reading, even though it was a plodder, it kept my attention. If it had been much bigger, the book, I might have lost interest. So I think, considering it's a bit of a plodding storyline, the size is about right for the storyline, if that makes sense. I said, if it'd been much bigger, the book, I might have lost interest a bit towards the end. But yeah, it kept my attention. I enjoyed it. Like I said, wouldn't rave about it, but no, it did good for me. And the ending, yeah, it was very bit of a sad ending. I mean, well, it did just kind of end. There was no sort of kind of, it just came to like sort of a sudden stop at the very end. But then that doesn't bother me personally. But the ending, sort of what happened sort of with the kestrel, I'm not going to go into too many details, but what happened with the kestrel at the end, that was I find that a bit of a sad ending. So I won't say too much. I don't want to spoil it for anyone who hasn't read the book yet. So I'm going to try and keep it spoiler free. But yeah, I would recommend it. So, but I mean, like I said, a bit of a plodder, so it might not be for everybody, because now I know that a lot of people probably want stories that got a lot of action to it. So if you are going to read it, bear in mind it's not exactly action packed or anything like that. It's a bit of a slow burn of a story, but yeah, I mean, I think it's a bit of a classic story, so I think it's earned that title. So yeah, I'd give it a bit of a thumbs up. Just a bit of a thumbs up. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. If you've read it, let me know what you thought of it. Sort of drop me a comment. And there is a film based on the book, so I'm gonna go and watch the film at some point, and so see how it compares to the story. Yeah. So anyway, like I said, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the review, and look forward to seeing you in the next one. And in the meantime, stay safe and happy reading.